Look at this mutilated crocodile. Not only was he bitten all over, and the eyes are directly exposed, and it was all caused by a giant crocodile. It wasn't these two who abused animals, and they were America's famous swamp hunters. It's one of the most lucrative jobs in the world. It only takes 1 month of work a year. They can earn millions of dollars. And this lucrative industry has attracted many people. Because of the alligator epidemic in Louisiana, the government, in order to maintain ecological balance, the hunting season is open for a month every year. All the hunters need in the meantime is a sign. You can legally kill alligators for money. As the last part of the hunting season approaches, a full moon rose in the sky. Troy and Kimchi at this time. Be ready to start filling out the tags before full light. Then Kimchi asked Troy a question. Does the full moon affect crocodiles? And the answer is, it could have affected their aggressiveness. After driving for some time, the two men finally reached the first trap. Kimchi immediately stepped forward to pull the crocodile. Maybe the moon is still full. The crocodile put up a stronger fight than usual. After successfully killing it, together they pulled him into the boat. That's when Troy found out. The crocodile was mutilated. This worried Troy very much. This full moon will bring out a monster. You know, crocodiles are carnivores. And add crocodile nature to that. That would be bad for the little crocodiles in these waters. Bring about a catastrophe when the sun is fully up. This is Laurent and Pork Chop. The hunt begins for a record-breaking crocodile. So they set 40 traps during the full moon to hunt down giant crocodiles attracted by the full moon. Both men are confident of this and thought there was a 98% chance of a crocodile bite. But when he saw the first trap, he hit him in the face. That big chicken leg is turning into chicken jerky. Pork Chop quickly put the chicken leg into the water because they know crocodiles won't bite the bait. That's when the pork chop arrives and a bag of popsicles. Try to tie it to a chicken leg, although the popsicle will melt and drip on the chicken leg. But the crocodile isn't always right. It's full of additives. You're interested. Pork Chop, after tying up the popsicles, he moved on to the next location. And Daniel on the other side. He also picked up his deputy Dorian. Two people also planned to take advantage of the full moon. Travel to legendary waters. It's called Red Eye Swamp. And how this body of water got its name. It's because when you shine a light on the crocodile, its eyes glow red. And there's a giant crocodile in those waters. They even have a name for it, 3 crosses. For this 2 men yesterday, I've been setting traps in the Red Eye Swamp. After an hour's walk, the two reach the first trap. But something doesn't feel right about this trap. After approaching Dorian A, sure enough, the crocodile was killed. And its eyes stick out. Both men immediately understood that 3 forks had appeared. And Ashley and Anna on the other side also hoped to take advantage of the full moon. Can catch a big crocodile. Even to catch a giant alligator. Ashley pulled out her precious notebook. It also set up traps in a number of places. Soon he saw a trap. As she gets closer, Anna hooks the rope and pulled it straight out of the water. The 2 men spent a lot of effort to catch him. Can be pulled on board. The crocodile was found to be only 7 feet long. This made both men feel very disappointed and confused. And Ashley caught the big gator. Specially placed the bait high up. But why would I get bitten by a little crocodile? This made Ashley feel very wrong. Meanwhile, Troy and Kimchi came right into a trap. As he approaches, Troy reaches straight down and pulls. But the crocodile was dead. But there was nothing they could do. He had to be pulled onto the boat. But under their observation, most of the crocodiles found in these waters are dead. And they were all made by the same crocodile. Troy has a name for it, werewolf. Fortunately, the crocodile in this trap is still alive. The pickle pulls the crocodile out of the water. After pulling the crocodile out of the water, the crocodile was found to be only 8 feet long. This is not the crocodile Troy wanted. He wants to catch the werewolf crocodile. Otherwise, this crocodile will be in the future. And they keep killing other crocodiles. And on the other side, Laurent and Pork Chops. After the pork chop is hydrated with a popsicle, Laren was puzzled by the idea. Soon they saw chicken legs and the long drip stick up there. But there wasn't a crocodile around. The two move on to the next trap. And this trap used a popsicle. Soon they were at the trap. As he approached, Laurent grabbed his gun. The pork chop also grabbed the rope and pulled. Laurent just pulls the gator into the boat. And this 6-foot crocodile. It was the first alligator I caught with a popsicle. Although this is the first crocodile on board today. But Laren wasn't happy with that. It just feels like a waste of popsicles. And Daniel and Dorian on the other side, still chasing 3 forks at 13 feet. For this reason, Daniel constantly finds ways to outwit the 3 forks, just in time to see the shore trail. And there are signs. They all indicate that 3 crosses were just here. Found a crocodile on the water after leaving. They immediately thought it was 3 crosses. Dorian picked up the triangle hook. As he gets closer, Dorian throws his hook. But the first hook is empty. Hurriedly threw another hook, but this time it worked, but it didn't take long for it to break free. I even broke one of the hooks. Daniel is more certain now. This crocodile is 3 forks. Although it managed to run away, but it cannot break the hearts of 2 people. And Ashley and Anna on the other side. The pair have caught only 2 baby crocodiles so far. Ashley, after looking at a few traps, I finally realized I couldn't catch a big crocodile. The water has risen a lot, causing the bait to move closer to the surface. Some are even submerged in water. This made Ashley very uncomfortable. Just got over the low water level. There's a full moon again, causing tides that affect the earth. Just let the water start rising like crazy. So the 2 had to readjust the trap, and it took a lot of time. Missed a lot of alligators from the full moon. Meanwhile, Troy and Kimchi, still on the hunt for the werewolf. And the full moon also makes them more aggressive. Soon the 2 men discover a trap. The pickle just pulls the crocodile out of the water. Although this crocodile is bigger, but not big enough to start biting one another. The 2 men pulled the crocodile directly into the boat. Troy's putting a tag on it. They move on to the next goal. And on the other side, Laron and Pork Chops, still hoping we can catch a giant crocodile with a popsicle. Laren, though, remains skeptical, but Pork Chop is confident. Soon the 2 are again at a popsicle trap, and there are crocodiles on the hook. After Laron stopped the boat, the Pork Chop pulls the crocodile straight out of the water, pulling this long, dead crocodile into the boat. Turns out this one's only 8 feet. Not very big though, but it's getting closer to breaking the record. And the crocodile caught again in a popsicle trap. And it got Laron on board with the Pork Chop method. And Daniel and Dorian on the other side, still looking for 3 forks, although there was never a trace. But the good news is there are crocodiles on every line. After moving on to the next trap, there's something wrong with finding this trap. The crocodile was spotted after getting close. You want to rely on the stake to grind through the rope. Dorian saw this and immediately pulled up the rope. Keep the crocodile on the water. After successfully killing the 10-foot alligator, there was disappointment on both faces, because that's not what they want, even though there are already plenty of crocodiles on board. But that doesn't satisfy Daniel and Ashley and Anna on the other side. After adjusting all the traps, hopefully the bait will catch the big gators, not those little crocodiles. Soon they saw it, a line that is swinging from side to side. As she approached, Anna grabbed the rope and began to pull. Obviously, the crocodile doesn't want to be pulled away like that, constantly rolling in the water. But it was Ashley who found the opportunity. He was sent straight to God. Watch this crocodile being pulled on board. The 2 were very excited. And this 9-foot alligator gets on board, which means that the tweak circuit is working. At the same time, Troy and Kimchi, after spending all day looking for a werewolf crocodile, decided to take a break. Troy, after landing his boat on the shore, the 2 began to eat to recover their strength. I don't know what they're eating, but they ate very quickly. It's obviously a good meal, but they still had 1 chicken wing left and decided to keep it as bait. And on the other side, Laron and Pork Chops, and still chasing that record-breaking fish, even though there are more than a few crocodiles on board now. Soon the 2 men saw the full trap. The Pork Chop was hooked straight out with the rod. Look at this 10-foot alligator, knowing that Project Popsicle is totally feasible, although no record-breaking crocodile was caught, but threw a few dollars of popsicles in exchange for a boatload of crocodiles. Or make 2 people very happy. Cut to Daniel and Dorian. The 2 are still trying to find traces of the 3 forks. Then he spotted a crocodile on the water ahead, and it's huge. Seeing this, Daniel quickly throws out the line and pulls back. But it was ripped off by a crocodile. This made Daniel very angry, but there's nothing you can do about it. Can only watch. There are fewer and fewer chances to catch 3 crosses. And on the other side, there's Troy and Kimchi. Crocodiles are still very active in these waters. This made Troy both happy and unhappy. Soon they were close to a trap, and the line is very tight. Pickle, after the rope hook, the crocodile was found to be heavy and powerful. After tying a rope around this giant alligator, the 2 men only pulled its upper body into the boat. I almost couldn't pull it off the other half, and caught this werewolf crocodile. It also represents the impact of this full moon. That's basically the end of it, although the crocodile wasted a lot of their time. But after taking care of this problem, the 2 no longer need to worry about other crocodiles being bitten. And Anna and Ashley on the other side. I think I made a mistake up front, so the 2 of them kept discussing there. But who refused to accept? In the end, the 2 men confront each other directly to the point of laughing. Meanwhile, Daniel and Dorian, we've caught a boatload of crocodiles, but still no 3 crosses were found. But now we've looked at all the traps. Then Dorian saw a crocodile ahead of him. But there's no trap here, relying only on fishing line and triangle hook. Daniel was sure as soon as he got close. This crocodile is 3 forks. Dorian immediately threw the triangle hook. Then Dorian pulled slowly. Pull back violently when you catch it. Look at this huge crocodile. For a moment, the two were in a trance to chase this crocodile for years. On this occasion, it was successfully pulled onto the boat. Daniel's heart swelled with pride, and that pride is greater than winning chess. And Anna and Ashley on the other side, after reattaching the wire. So far, no giant crocodiles have been captured. Just keep looking at the traps. Then I saw a tight line ahead of me. As she gets closer, Anna starts pulling at the crocodile. And this crocodile starts rolling as soon as it hits the surface. But it only took a turn to dive back into the water. I just didn't give Ashley a chance. But Anna pulled it out of the water again. Ashley took the shot when he saw the opportunity. After the kill, we start pulling it to the boat. And this 11-foot alligator. And a perfect end to the day. And the buyer on the other side. There's a huge concentration of crocodile hunters. And Laron's got a boatload of crocodiles. And it has an average of 9 feet. Although not caught the hopeful crocodile. But it also broke a record. That's the smallest crocodile that ever lived. This is really embarrassing. Well, that's all for this program. Give it a thumbs up, and let's look forward to the next episode. Look at these two kids popping up right in front of you. I just followed an old man on a wild ride over the swamp. And the old man had a really creepy smile. But don't worry. The old man is the grandfather of 2 children. He was a famous American swamp hunter. It's also one of the most lucrative jobs in the world. It only takes 1 month of work a year. They can earn millions of dollars. And this lucrative industry has attracted many people. Because of the alligator epidemic in Louisiana, the government, in order to maintain ecological balance, the hunting season is open for a month every year. All the hunters need in the meantime is a sign. You can legally kill alligators for money. As the hunting season reaches its final week, hunters are starting to break the rules, explore different waters. When the sun slowly rises, Ronnie and Timmy face today's challenge. Most of the waters they know are facing crocodile depletion, but the two still have 70 labels to fill out. So Timmy came up with a bold idea, a hunt in unfamiliar waters. And there was no hunting there for years. I'm sure we can catch a lot of crocodiles, but that body of water is unconfirmed. Soon the two men saw. The trap set yesterday got snagged, and this crocodile is very active. As he approached, Timmy picked up his gun. Ronnie was pulling at the alligator. After pulling the dead crocodile into the boat, look at this whole crocodile, 9 feet in length, and the first crocodile in these waters. And to convince Ronnie of Timmy's choice of waters, after the tag is inserted, Ronnie prayed as he made his way to the next trap. And on the other side is Troy, king of the swamp. I'm flying with 2 little kids. Kimchi plays with her newborn. Troy took advantage of the opportunity. Expand your crocodile hunting skills with the grandkids. And that's Mouse and Ricky. But Richie used to hunt with his father. But Mouse is hunting for the first time. Then Troy saw a tight line. The 2 children immediately moved closer to see the crocodile. But it was the crocodile that yanked the branch. Richie immediately picked up the thread. Start working for Troy. Troy's too tough to be a child laborer. And the kids are very happy. After successfully killing it, Troy immediately applauded them both, in order to inspire their own future generations. So the 3 men pulled the fish into the boat. And this alligator is a great way to start the day. In the meantime, Bruce, just doing the pre-departure preparations. Bruce has 15 labels to fill out today. But since the engine broke down yesterday, Bruce had to borrow a boat. So Troy lent him his ship to run in the trap that was laid yesterday. Half an hour after we set off, Bruce finally reaches the first trap. Look at that branch that's swaying. This made Bruce very happy. As he gets closer, Bruce begins to pull the alligator. And this 9-foot crocodile makes Bruce's head hurt a little bit, because this ship doesn't have a winch. Bruce is having a little trouble pulling the crocodile into the boat on his own. But it's a good thing Bruce brought a portable noose. So little by little he pulled the crocodile into the boat. And Jacob and Don, on the other side, decides to hunt in deep water. And there are so many crocodiles here. This makes Don and Jacob very happy. The 2 set a goal. That's to catch 4 crocodiles over 10 feet. Soon they saw a big fish. As he gets closer, Don begins to pull the crocodile. The crocodile is quickly pulled out of the water. The 2 men pulled the crocodile into the boat. And this 10-foot crocodile. Both men suddenly felt more confident about their goals. At the same time, Daniel began to set out. But today he's going hunting with Joey. And Zach will be with Dorian. The 2 are also confident about today's hunt. Then, 2 people found a black thing in front of them. A closer look revealed it was a bear. They were very excited about it, because the male alligator didn't kill him. It wasn't long before the 2 men discovered something. Joey immediately picked up the triangle hook. When you get close, throw the hook directly. Keep pulling back behind the hook. The 2 men then worked together to pull the crocodile into the boat. and this 9-foot crocodile. It also proves that the two work well together. The two men smiled and went to the next place, and Ronnie and Timmy on the other side, except for the good start. But none of the traps after that came to fruition. Not even the one next to that is in stock. But not for long. I see an empty trap again. The two immediately decided to set up several traps. After setting up the traps, Ronnie was still worried, trying to find a new body of water, dozens of miles away in Troy, with his two little babies, trying to track down a giant crocodile in these waters. So in even the children's playfulness, Troy saw a bait trap. After approaching, the two children scrambled to pull the line, and they were able to pull the crocodile out very quickly. Then the three men began to attack the crocodile. Look at this alligator coming on board. Troy was very happy to hunt a crocodile again, and then put the big chicken leg back up and set off again for the next target. And Bruce at this time, worrying about catching crocodiles later, not sure how to get the giant alligator on board. Soon Bruce saw a tight thread. It made Bruce have mixed feelings, but it was able to pull it out of the water. The rope is then wrapped around the crocodile, then will portable winch, and so he pulled the crocodile into the boat again. And Joey and Don on the other side. A lot of crocodiles have been caught, but there are few giant crocodiles. But there's a lot more on the label. This is Don picking up a special trail. There was a crawl mark on the shore. As he approached, Tang went straight to land. More tracks were found on land. Don saw from these tracks. The crocodile was probably 10 feet tall. Then the film will arrive on the ship and told Jacob what he thought. They decided to set a trap nearby, wait for the crocodile to bite. And Daniel and Joey on the other side, looking for crocodiles in the open water, just in time to see the crocodile under the eagle's nest. So Joey quickly picked up the triangle hook. In the vicinity of where the crocodile was, Joey just threw the triangle hook and began to pull back slowly. Didn't want to just pull it over the side. Daniel quickly raised his gun. Joey saw that he was safe and secure. He fought the crocodile with all his might. I don't want it to just break the rope. And so they lost the beast. But two people can only find its trail again. Fortunately, the crocodile didn't get far. It was not easy to see it again. I didn't expect to get close enough. Lost track of the crocodile again. So they decided to go back to the eagle's nest, waiting for the crocodiles to reappear. Meanwhile, Ronnie and Timmy, the two are wandering on brand new lines. Because these waters are supposed to be gambling, the two men desperately need a crocodile aboard, so as not to waste the day. After all, it's almost the end of the alligator season. Fortunately, a crocodile was spotted taking the bait. Timmy hooks the line straight up and down. Ronnie immediately took the rope and pulled it to the surface. See this long-lost crocodile. Ronnie was screaming for joy again, after successfully killing it, and pulled the crocodile right back into the boat. Look at this 9-foot fish in front of you. They were very happy. I know we're running out of time, but it's a good start. And on the other side in Troy, with their own sailors suspended the hunt, and take them to visit their father. Jacob was already waiting. But when we get together, while Mouse was doing good, even if that's not enough moose, even with Ricky, shoving the bastard in the swamp. The crowd was so happy for some time, then they went back to work. After the two sides parted, Don and Jacob continued to stack the crocodiles, but they're still 10 feet short of their target. But they were confident. Then Don saw something strange ahead of him. He senses there's a big one under the water. It was confirmed after pulling it out. This is a 10-foot alligator. Unfortunately, this crocodile doesn't want to accomplish their goal, constantly rolling in the water. But Don was praised by the kids. He's not the same Don he used to be. It's just a jerk. Created a good opportunity for Jacob. But after pulling the crocodile out of the water, turns out this one's like 9 feet long. It's not the 10 feet they want. So the two set out again in search. At the same time, Bruce, after a long period of destruction, it's pulling alligators without a winch. I'm in a very bad mood right now. So he rested in the shade of a tree and took out his ancestral coffee-making apparatus. Because Bruce has been exposed to coffee since he was a child. As a result, he now has a high demand for coffee. It's just a little rudimentary equipment. But under these circumstances, some drink is very good. And Daniel and Joey on the other side, still looking for the crocodile that slipped out of his hands. And their determination to catch him is extraordinary. Soon they found him again, so the two quickly approached. Joey gets there and immediately throws the triangle hook. They're saying they saw bubbles. I haven't seen anything yet. He's an experienced hand. Soon it was brought to the surface again. Can be found when pulled out of the water. That's not their goal. But the two won't give up on catching the crocodile. Meanwhile, Ronnie and Timmy, I have filled in today's label, still hoping to catch a giant crocodile. At this time, the two men also come to a trap. When he gets close, Ronnie pulls the crocodile straight out of the water. Watch this crocodile being pulled on board. Two people that is called a happy. This is an 11-foot alligator. It was the perfect way to end the day. and Troy on the other side with his 2 kids, enjoying every minute of the hunt right now. Soon the 3 men came to a trap and see the swaying trees. Close to the last 2 children very actively pulled the rope. The crocodile was soon pulled out of the water, even though they were children, but not shy in front of crocodiles. There's even been a fight with an alligator, but Troy's on one side. Didn't let the kids play for long. Just let the crocodile go to sleep for pulling this 11-foot alligator onto the boat. He's happy with the kids in this process. What I've learned, but Bruce on the other side, without the help of a winch or a man. The crocodiles were loaded onto the boat, but he still has 1 trap left. After driving for some time, near the final trap, now we need to get there on foot. Bruce pulled the line straight after arriving and pulled it straight to shore. Fortunately, the crocodile wasn't very smart. Did not go ashore to attack Bruce. Instead, it was pulled straight up into the air. Made Bruce make a peanut. Look at this crocodile, about 7 feet. Bruce was relieved, but in order not to need to spend too much effort, Bruce got a zip line just for him. Just slid right back into the boat. The end of a tiring day. And Troy and Don on the other side, still 1 alligator short of today's goal. They were very anxious about it. Soon they came to the final trap, where the giant crocodiles were found before. Good thing there's a crocodile here, or today's goal is a dead end. But it doesn't have to be a crocodile over 10 feet. But this crocodile's got a lot of strength. Most likely a giant alligator over 10 feet tall. Through Don's tireless efforts, the crocodile finally showed its signs. Jacob was straight out of the American house. Then the 2 men pull it to the boat. After this 11-foot alligator gets on board, the 2 accomplish their goal of the day perfectly. And now Daniel and Joey, still in pursuit of the crocodile. But when they returned to the eagle's nest, found a surprise. So Joey pulls out the triangle hook again. A gentle toss and a slow pull. Just hit it straight, although the crocodile put up a strong fight. And the crocodile that wasted so much of their time. It was so hard to pull on the boat, though time is wasted. But it was a good thing for him and his father. The camera turns to another sweet home. Troy, king of the swamp, and his grandchildren had a wonderful day. It didn't just teach the kids to hunt, it also taught them teamwork. This made Troy very proud. Well, that's all for this program. Give it a thumbs up, and let's look forward to the next episode.